Hey there and welcome to Scandal Steep. Things have been increasingly chaotic at T.I. and Minuscule's home. It's evident that T.I. is unsettled by the news that his son, Lord, is expecting a child with his partner. T.I. has expressed concerns that Lord's girlfriend might be more interested in his wealth than in him as a person. T.I. believes that Lord is not fully aware of what he's getting into, and this situation has led to significant tension between father and son. The situation deteriorated further when T.I. and Lord reportedly had a heated argument, resulting in T.I. kicking his son out of the house. The public has been buzzing about this, and many are placing the blame on T.I., suggesting that Lord is just a young man seeking his father's approval. The entire scenario has become increasingly tangled, so let's break it down. We all anticipated that T.I. would be embracing his role as a grandfather with enthusiasm, especially as his children began starting families of their own. For instance, Little's daughter Zanuck has recently had a baby girl, and T's son Domani has welcomed a newborn as well. However, T's reaction to Lord's news that he's expecting a child with his girlfriend has been less than supportive. There's minimal information about Lord's girlfriend, but local gossip has circulated some pictures of her with a noticeable baby bump. Public reaction has been less than kind, with many commenting that Lord, who appears quite young, is not yet mature enough to have a child. Critics have been quick to point out that his girlfriend looks significantly older than him, leading to speculation that she might be interested in his money rather than a genuine relationship. Lord, at 20, could easily pass for a teenager, and many feel that his girlfriend's intentions are questionable. Although her exact age remains unknown, the general sentiment is that she may be pursuing Lord for financial gain rather than a committed relationship. Some people have speculated that Lord might be intentionally trying to prove himself as a responsible father to his own father, T.I. However, this is an extreme way to seek validation. For those who have been following T.I. and Minuscule's relationship, it's clear that their struggles with parenting and their relationship with their children have been a recurring issue. Lord has often found himself in the spotlight for various reasons, from being caught with marijuana in his vehicle to engaging in public disputes. One notable incident involved Lord arguing with a Waffle House employee over pickles, where he filmed himself being rude and confrontational. The video showed him threatening to fight the employee and making derogatory remarks, which didn't sit well with the public. In another instance, Lord attracted criticism for a video where he taunted a homeless man with a $50 bill during the viral One Chip Challenge, which had been banned after a child died attempting it. Lord's actions were seen as reckless and insensitive, leading to backlash and further strain on his relationship with his parents. T.I. even publicly predicted that Lord would end up in jail if he continued down this path, showing his frustration and disappointment in his son's behavior. T's relationship with Lord has been strained further by various public incidents. For example, Lord was involved in an arrest related to weed and impaired driving, though the charges were eventually dropped. Despite this, T.I. took to social media to criticize his son and made jokes about his legal troubles during stand-up routines. This approach only added fuel to the fire, making the public more critical of T's parenting style and Lord's behavior. The family's reality TV appearances, including the MTV show T's Road to Redemption and later Family Hustle, have showcased the tumultuous nature of their lives. T's legal issues, including multiple stints in jail, added stress to the family dynamics. T's time away from home and his rocky relationship with Minuscule created an unstable environment for Lord, who grew up under constant media scrutiny. Lord's desire to pursue a music career was also met with resistance from his parents. Despite expressing a wish to be homeschooled to focus on his music, T.I. and Minuscule dismissed his aspirations, prioritizing their own needs over his. This lack of support from his parents and their focus on their own relationship struggles rather than their children's well-being only contributed to the ongoing tension. Lord, despite his privileged upbringing, felt disconnected from his parents. He revealed that, while he grew up with their wealth, he spent much of his childhood living with his grandmother in a less affluent neighborhood. This disconnection between his life experiences and his parents' portrayal of their family life on television contributed to Lord's sense of alienation. In a particularly heated moment, T.I. and Minuscule's mocking of Lord during a public event led to a confrontation. T.I. and Minuscule recorded a video discussing Lord's upbringing in a way that Lord found humiliating. This situation escalated to the point where T.I. had to physically restrain Lord, who was visibly upset. Following this incident, Lord took to Instagram to vent his frustrations, criticizing his parents for pretending to care about him for the sake of public image. His outburst highlighted his deep-seated resentment and frustration with being overshadowed by his parents' drama. The ongoing conflict between T.I. and Lord reflects a broader issue of parental neglect and the impact of fame on family relationships. Lord's desire to be seen as more than just a spoiled rich kid is evident, and his public struggles reveal a young man grappling with his identity and the weight of his family's expectations. Despite the public scrutiny and T's tough love approach, it seems unlikely that the father and son will reconcile easily. Fans have taken sides, with some blaming T.I. for being too harsh and others believing that Lord's actions are ultimately his own responsibility. The underlying issue remains the strained relationship between T.I. and Lord, exacerbated by public pressure and personal insecurities. As the situation unfolds, it's clear that both T.I. and Lord need to address their issues in a more constructive manner. The public drama and media attention only serve to complicate their relationship further. It remains to be seen whether they will find a way to mend their differences or if this rift will continue to widen, leaving their family dynamics in a state of disarray. The ongoing tensions between T.I. and Lord highlight a deeper issue of parental responsibility and the effects of fame on family dynamics. T's public criticisms and the media's scrutiny have exacerbated the situation, making it difficult for Lord to find a sense of stability and support. The family's frequent appearances on reality TV have only served to magnify their personal issues, turning what might have been private struggles into public spectacles. Lord's frustration with his parents is palpable, especially when they dismiss his aspirations or mock his past experiences. His desire to distance himself from his parents' shadow and prove his own worth is a common struggle for many young adults, but the added pressure of being a public figure makes it all the more intense. T's harsh public comments and the media's relentless coverage have only intensified Lord's sense of being misunderstood and judged. Moreover, the tension between T.I. and Lord reflects broader themes of generational conflict and the impact of a parent's public persona on their children. T's attempts to teach tough lessons through public criticism and ridicule might be his way of toughening up Lord, but it risks deepening the emotional rift between them. The way T.I. has handled these situations, often through social media or public statements, has only fueled public debate and made it harder for them to resolve their issues privately. The strain on their relationship is not just a matter of personal discord but also a reflection of how public life can intrude upon and complicate family dynamics. Lord's struggle to balance his own identity with his family's expectations is a challenge many young people face, but the added element of public scrutiny makes it even more difficult. As T.I. and Lord navigate this turbulent period, it's clear that both need to address their relationship with greater sensitivity and understanding. The constant media attention and public judgments may not provide the support they need to heal their rift. It's essential for them to find a way to communicate openly and honestly, away from the glare of the public eye, to rebuild their relationship on a more solid foundation. In the end, the hope is that T.I. and Lord can find a path to reconciliation, understanding that their family bond is more important than public perception. Both father and son have their own struggles and perspectives, and finding common ground will require patience, empathy, and a willingness to address their issues directly. The road to mending their relationship may be long and challenging, but it's crucial for their well-being and the future of their family.